Welcome back on our episode of NBA 2K12. And now, our next game, we're off to Denver, Colorado. So now the second game of the night features the Denver Nuggets will host the Dallas Mavericks as we check the ABA ball is clear. And now for this game, the Dallas Mavericks will have to use for the regular blue shirts and the Nuggets will have to use the white shirts. And now we'll see what the Nuggets try to stun the Dallas Mavericks team. That was the way for now. This is Andre Kenshin. We'll be right back after this. Enjoy the video. We'll send it over to Kevin Harlan live in Mile High.
Welcome to the NBA here on 2K Sports. Thursday Hoops. It's Jason Kidd and the Dallas Mavericks going up against Ty Lawson and the Denver Nuggets. And let's send things courtside to Kevin Harlan, who's in the Mile High City, ready to call the game.
Hi again, everybody. Kevin Harlan here with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr as we get set to bring you all the action. And now, presented by State Farm, we take a look at the matchups for a tip-off coming up moments from now. First for the Mavericks, Jason Kidd is out there with Carter. We've got Odom, always in being counted on, a looming presence and a force both offensively and defensively. Then there's Marion, and it's Nowitzki in at the 4 spot. And then for the Denver Nuggets, Lawson and Aflalo are the backcourt. And the man in the middle is Nene. He is such an asset to this team. They love what he brings every night. Then there's Gallinari, and it's Martin in at the 4-man position.
Well, Dallas may not be the toughest team defensively, but they're very smart. They do a nice job of avoiding fouls and keeping teams off the free throw line.
Tip-off goes to Denver. Here's Lawson. He's covered by Kidd. Hits the bucket. Lawson's got the game going here with the first basket for the Nuggets. And Steve, you brought up the fouls. Part of it, Clark, is that they aren't overly aggressive on D, but another part is they're maybe too careful, too.
Yeah, you got to have the right mixture of aggressiveness and caution. You want to strike a balance there. Dallas isn't going to shut any team down with their D, but they're not giving games away either with silly fouls, and that's how you got to approach it from their standpoint.
Nowitzki is so smooth. Terrific shot maker.
Nene against Marion. Picked up by Nene. Carter. Gallinari covering. Outside for Kidd. It's tipped. And stolen by Aflalo.
I'm not sure what they're thinking offensively. Poor decision on that pass.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Well, Kevin, Rick Carlisle and I got a chance to talk just for a bit. The thing that jumps out at him the most about their opponent today is the team speed they possess. He said, we've got to hustle back on defense every time down the floor. This is a team that loves to run, and we've got to be prepared to do the same. Gentlemen?
All right, Doris, thank you very much.
You know, Jason Kidd last season became the oldest guard in the last 45 years to start in the NBA Finals, and the second oldest starter to win a title since Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Still a great player, even closing in on 40. Years of age for Jason Kidd. All right, now, that's why we love this guy.
He rarely disappoints, does he?
Yeah, very rarely. He always pulls a few of those out of the sleeve.
Here's Nene. That is a man. Watching with the assist.
Hey, look, you talk about Jason Kidd, Clark. He's no longer a guy who's going to carve up the defense with his penetration, but he's dramatically improved his jump shot, and he's so steady. He's still really a coach on the floor, and even without the blazing speed and strength, quickness, and everything he had early in his career, he's still a dynamic player.
From deep, Aflalo, and that is good. Aflalo's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And here is Nowitzki. He's got 7. Carter kicks to Nowitzki. Covered by Martin. He kicks it to Marion. Out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Nice job there of disrupting that play.
Yeah, nearly came up with the steal.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Brewers checked in. And a switch here now also for Dallas. Haywood's checked in. Man! Clark and Steve, this tug-of-war game continues.
You know what? And they just keep flip-flopping. In the lead again and again and again.
Yeah, how about that last lead change, guys? That's number 7 for the game.
Lawson slams it on the run.
That was busy. I mean, real good. He hung on the rim just to say, you realize this is my bad.
That was a nice finishing touch.
Just finishing with a little emphasis, guys. Nothing wrong with that.
Well, you know, playing against the Thunder has to bring back some painful memories for the Nuggets guys. I mean, looking back on their first-round loss, it was closer than the 5.
Now let's take a look at it once again with our Spark Slam King.
That's just rubbing it in, fellas.
Throwing it down with style.
These folks are not going to forget that one anytime soon.
Carter with the three. Another three for Dallas.
So many things that this guy can do with the ball.
Here's Gallinari.
Throw that thing down. I mean, he's as agile as they come, guys, and powerful.
Clark, the backboard is still shaking.
I think that one will make the highlight shows, don't you think?
Look at what George Karl has overcome in his battle against cancer and other issues the last few years, and it's just a testament to how tough a person he is.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets.
He wants to make a few adjustments out there, and he's running through those with his team right now.
For the Nuggets, Chris Anderson is checked in for Nene. Swallow comes in for Corey Brewer. And Andre Miller is subbed in for Ty Lawson. Jason Terry, he's checked in for Dallas. West comes in for Jason Kidd. Here's Miller. Here's Martin. No one on him, and he makes the easy one. Good thoughts by Clark as we go back to George Karl. A lot of guys, Steve, would have called it a career, but you know and I know all of us that he just loves this game so much.
Well, it was so nice to see the support that he got from around the league as he battled cancer. Did such a great job with that team during the Carmelo drama, as they called it. It was really a very taxing year for George Karl, but he battled through it and ended up putting Denver in a really good spot heading into the postseason.
Took him no time at all on that one.
Right out of the gate, just filling it up.
Both teams are, guys. I mean, points coming fast and furious.
There's Gallinari with the three. That's it. Coming off an assist from Miller. Gallinari's got 5 points so far. That's the 3-5. And there's Jason Terry on the assist by Nowitzki.
And a three the other way.
Back and forth we go, neither side giving an inch.
Carter kicks it to West. It's stolen by Martin. Haywood with the block. Here's Nowitzki, and it's Dallas with another.
Probably time to bring an extra defender, change up the defense a little bit.
Well, Steve, he's been so good. I think they got to take the ball out of his hands right now.
Here's the break. Here's West, and he knocks it down.
That's exactly how you want to close out the quarter with a basket.
And, guys, he got it off just in time. Nice play.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Mavericks ahead, up 8.
Boy, a ton of threes in that first quarter. This team really lighting it up, guys.
Yeah, it's been an onslaught from downtown.
We'll be back momentarily. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. Mavericks leading by 8.
Well, Vince Carter always had a knack for hitting tough shots, and with his length and that athleticism, you knew he could create space and shoot over the top of defenders.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, Kevin, I think we can put to rest once and for all the idea that somehow Dirk Nowitzki is soft or that the Dallas Mavericks are soft. It's a label that had been spread to the whole team, and they are glad to put it behind them. Jason Terry said of Dirk Nowitzki, Dirk has huge resolve, regardless of what people say about him. He's going to come to the gym every day and prepare the same way. He's been doing it for so long, and he still doesn't get the credit that he deserves. A championship will help get that credit rolling, guys.
Thanks, Doris.
Yeah, make no mistake about it. Dirk was never a pushover.
Here's the angle. And a strong slam game.
Well, he took that one to the rack with some punch.
That's a beautiful dunk there, Steve.
Yeah, how about the agility? Just the power and the skill, impressive. And once again, the Mavs were a terrific road team.
I can't imagine that we'll see one better than that tonight.
With you on that, aren't you, Steve?
Oh, yeah, I'd be shocked if we saw something more entertaining than that one.
Come to me.
Miller outside. Defended by West. Moving the ball on its way from a follow for 2. That's in, coming off an assist from Miller. Follow's got 5 points so far. Offside Terry. Taken away by Nene.
Oops. You got to watch it if you bring the ball down when you're on the low block.
Harrington, the pass to a Flower. Easy shot. Again, the Nuggets score. Here's Owen. Looking for his first bucket of the game. Terry outside. He's guarded by a Flower. Out of bounds. And they retain possession. And the Nuggets with some changes. Chris Anderson is checked in for Nene. Martin comes in for Al Harrington. And it's Lawson in for Andre Miller. Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Dallas. Kidd comes in for Delonte West. Nowitzki, good.
Now, these wide open threes have been their undoing. You have to locate shooters and get a handle.
Yep, you do, Steve. And even if it means having their assigned defenders staying at home on three-point shooters, I mean, that would be a worthwhile strategy to pursue because you don't want to give good shooters open three. Another open look hits bottom from outside.
Yep, and that's 3 of their last 5 makes from beyond the arc.
Denver calls timeout.
Well, despite all the turmoil surrounding the Nuggets last season, the Pepsi Center was a sanctuary as far as wins were concerned. 33-8 for the Nuggets at home, and that was while they were dealing with all the Carmelo Anthony situation.
Nowitzki with the steal.
Unnecessary pass there. He's got to make a better decision.
Terry dishes to Nowitzki. Dish now to Kidd. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dirk Nowitzki. Nowitzki's got 4 assists in the game. And Denver has always been a tough place to win for road teams. Like you said, Steve, third best home record a season ago. The elevation certainly is a factor. Mile-high air, it makes it a little bit hard to catch your breath.
It does. I mean, there's certainly something to the elevation, but there's also something to the transversing through different time zones, which is often the case, especially for teams coming from the East. And then you factor in a very enthusiastic and supportive crowd. But the biggest thing is they're usually pretty good. I mean, they usually got a pretty good roster. So it's no wonder that teams have a tough time getting wins at the center. So it's only 4 possessions in a row consecutive. Both times turnover. That's not productive basketball. That's not winning basketball.
But, you know, you start stringing errors back to back to get. You lose all momentum in this game.
A different look for Denver. Nene, he's checked in for Anderson. Alinari comes in for Wilson Chandler. And Corey Brewer's subbed in for Aaron Aflalo. And then for Dallas, Brendan Haywood, he's checked in for Odom. Peja Stojakovic comes in for Sean Marion. And it's Carter in for Jason Terry. Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
As one of the most successful coaches in NBA history, George Karl has an interesting perspective on fourth quarter play. He believes that more important than hitting shots is getting rebounds and getting fouls. He said, to me, it's stops, rebounds, no turnovers, and it's getting fouled before shots. Shots help. It's nice to make a three-pointer in the last 2 minutes of a game, but in general, what wins games are those 4 things before shots. Guys?
Thank you, Doris. Definitely an interesting take on that.
Yeah, I can see what he's saying. The big plays late in games are when teams turn the ball over and get stops. You know, looking at Vince Carter in his prime, I thought he was one of the greatest scorers and dunkers in the league. Maybe top 5 in both categories, but now 34 years old, he's grounded a bit.
A 3 ball. And number 3 for Dallas.
No reason not to pull up for the 3 right there.
The Nuggets trail by 8. Talking about Vince Carter, not one to ever make excuses, but you heard through the grapevine, Steve, that his knees are starting to be a problem for him.
Well, Clark mentioned his age. I mean, that's just the reality.
Watch out for low, run for cover. Young fella. Good deal.
Man, that's the problem when you don't protect the ball.
Exactly. When you surrender the ball like that, you put your defense at a huge disadvantage.
Taken away by Kidd.
They find themselves in a pretty good-sized hole here, and it's mostly because of their sloppy play with the basketball.
Kind of strange. They can't seem to find a grip on the ball, Clark. They're just giving up a lot of easy plays.
Here's Martin. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Martin's got his second basket of the game. Mavericks leading by 11. Now here is Carter. 13 points in the game. Haywood gets the bucket.
So nice to have a guy like that who can take charge at any time.
Yeah, so many of his passes, Steve, have led directly to baskets.
Here's Lawson, and Denver again with the bucket. Now, here's Haywood. With 4 seconds on the clock, Vince Carter the bucket on the assist by Haywood. 15 points for Vince Carter. It could go, but they'll get another chance. And the first half is now in the books. More great action when we return.
The Mavericks, 57.
Hello and good Thursday night to you. We've got your HB halftime report ready to go. For the Dallas Mavericks, they have the lead against the Nuggets over at Pepsi Center. The offense has been unreal, defense incapable of stopping it. Dirk Nowitzki's scoring with ease against Denver. His shooting percentage off the charts right now. He's got the magic touch from the field, no question about it. And the Nuggets, they're putting up a fight. They've played gritty D and have been hauling in the defensive rebounds. Nene playing great through 2 quarters. We're at halftime and still he hasn't missed a shot. It's been a pure shooting exhibition. A look now at the 2 guys who put up some good numbers so far in tonight's outing. We'll see you next time as the second half is about to get underway in the Mile High City. So long, take care, and enjoy the altitude.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. Goes up on the wing, and Vince Carter again. Carter's got the first field goal of the second half for the Mavericks.
Boy, how good were the Mavericks last year against the Western Conference? They won 35 times against Western opponents. He's done a ton to help his team, guys, and he may have to do more if they're going to come back and win.
Mavericks leading by 13. Makes the lead pass. Nowitzki outside. Odom backing down. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Nowitzki. Nowitzki's got 6 assists here tonight. Going back down to the Mavs, they didn't win the division, Clark, but they nabbed the 3 seed in the playoffs. That played a nice part of it.
Yeah, you know, they edged out the Thunder by 2 wins, and the difference there was the record of those 2 teams against the Western Conference. So I know it's a long season, and sometimes it's hard to value every game, but when you're a playoff team, a contending championship team, a monster throwdown. Wow, boom! With that one, boy, they got the crowd. Buzzing there.
A pretty perfect play all around.
What a fantastic dunk to finish it off, too.
Time call here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
I think Coach saw a couple of things he wanted to correct. You got to make sure everyone's following the game plan.
Make some noise, Denver. Your Nuggets dancers.
Here's Lawson. He's got 12. Here's a Flalo. That is in there. Lawson with the assist. Flalo's got 9.
Aaron Aflalo is one of my favorite players, guys. He's scrappy, he's tough, and he always seems to get better every offseason. He's a really good player to have on the team.
The Nuggets trail by 13. Right up. The finger roll finish at the bucket. He's got 11.
Even with the D lurking, he made it look easy with the soft finger roll.
Steve was just talking about the way Aaron Aflalo keeps adding layers to his game. That's a big part of what you think in terms of what makes the complete player. Always a tough defender, Aflalo. But we saw how he added Clark a nice 3-point shot offensively, especially from the corners.
You know, going back to when I met him when he was at UCLA, there was a real maturity and professionalism about him. And that certainly has shown itself in his pro career. Because that's what you want. Guys that are solid, low maintenance, and you know they're working on their game and getting better. And he's hungry. He wants to prove that he's a really good player. So far, he's been able to do that.
A real pro, like you said.
That's right.
Nowitzki with it. He's got 22. Just 4 to shoot. He cans that one. Nowitzki's got 24 points.
You know, he's given them a nice scoring option through most of this game.
And Nene with the stop.
You got to wonder about the effort defensively. They did not get back there.
Yeah, you know what? A beautiful finish one way or the other, though.
Kidd gets the bucket.
He's put on an offensive clinic. They've got to deny him the ball.
Yeah, and if that fails, then double him, Steve. I mean, they can't allow him to continue to hurt him like this.
There's Kenny Martin on the assist by Lawson. Lawson's got 6 assists in the game. A minute 50 left to play here in the third.
Guys, if you're a visiting team, I mean, the Pepsi Center is one of the toughest places to try to steal a win. I mean, the altitude isn't helping matters, that's for sure, and it can actually literally take the wind out of it.
Odom gets to Carter. Wide open. Can't get it to go. Now Denver takes it the other way. And finished off by Martin.
He wanted some one-on-one time with the rim. He wasn't letting that thing go.
Now, a little pose up there, hanging on the just kind of showing off a little bit, but
Dallas calls timeout. And for the Nuggets going back to their home court advantage, you know, you get off the opposing team bus. The first sign you see as you go in that area is, just to warn you folks, you're a mile off breathing, right? And
That's right.
You played there, you saw.
Yeah, no, that's right.
It's hard to breathe here. So now you mix in their high energy, that high pace of game that they go through. Wow, what a combination.
Yeah, that's a lethal combination if you're the road team.
and they're too deep at every position, guys, so they can really put some pressure on you at both ends of the floor.
And here's a follow for three. That's good. Follows got 16.
And he responds with his own three-pointer.
Yeah, he came right back with his three. And we're seeing a bit of gamesmanship right here, Steve.
They got to get this game turned around, which will be very difficult if they continue to make mistakes.
Well, guys, I think it's time for them to really refocus on offense. I mean, already in this quarter, they've given away 4 points.
Odom kicks to Carter.
They've done such a nice job disrupting this offense and forcing turnovers.
It's stolen by Odom. Here's a second look with the Sprite Slam Cam.
Well, he's got enough hang time. I'm there to put a little something extra on that one. 2 scoops of ice cream after that.
Well, that's a play it's going to be remembered from this game, that's for sure.
I think that was more like a banana split, Clark.
It's stolen by West. Carter. And he lays it straight in. Carter's got 6 in the quarter.
The lift they've gotten from him today has been huge. I mean, he's been steady offensively and has helped them get out in front here so far.
Pulls from the top of the key. And the basket good. 14 points for Washington. Here's Terry. Oh, and trying for it. Sets it off. What an amazing buzzer beater.
Boy, how about that? You want to talk? About cool, how about cool, calm custody?
And I'll tell you what, a split second later, guys, and it's a totally different result here. What a shot.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Dirk Nowitzki having a dominant impact in this game.
Yeah, give him credit. He's been very selective with his shots, and it's paying off for him and his team.
You know, through the first 3 quarters, Steve, he's taken exactly what the defense has given him, and he's not forced anything. I mean, that's poise that is very impressive. That's exactly how you should play the game, in my opinion.
Mavericks lead by 16. So as we get rolling here in the fourth, let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, for the Spike Spark Report. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. It's the Mavericks with the spark of the game with that push we saw. Things fell for them in a big way in the third quarter, and that's when they took control of this basketball game. We'll see if they can keep things going their way to end this thing.
All right, Doris, thank you. That run was a critical stretch mark of the game.
It sure was. I mean, once the pilot light was lit, they didn't let up.
Well, offensively, it all came together for them, Clark. It really allowed them to kind of take control of the game at that point.
Here's Chandler moving it around. Nene. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Nene's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Nuggets. Here's West. Hits it from three-point range.
They're in a groove now. These three-pointers just falling at will here in the second half.
Yeah, I think the defense has got major headaches because this team's just not missing.
And he puts it down with authority. Spike slam Cam for another angle.
Bringing the house down.
Yeah. Yes, indeedy. Boy, I love that one. That's not just any plain dunk. That has some panache to it.
It's an energizer, guys. That is an energizer.
And that will lift the whole. Team up.
Molinari passes to Nene. Miller against Terry. Free throw line jump shot. Again, the Nuggets score.
How often have we seen him, Kevin, create wide open chances for himself like that?
And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. It's on Nene.
It's been a nice game for Terry. 12 points, and he's hit 4 from beyond the arc. A weapon with those three-point shots.
Yeah, you said it. I mean, he is using the long-range jumper to deadly effect, Clark.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Al Harrington's checked in for Martin. Gary Forbes comes in for Wilson Chandler. And Corey Brewers.
Reminder, next Saturday night, continue more Emirates NBA Cup. Our first game, we have the Milwaukee Bucks take on the Miami Heat. And the second game will be in Phoenix, Arizona. The Los Angeles Lakers and the Phoenix Suns. So the first game we'll head to Miami, and the second game we're off to Arizona. It's going to be a good matchup while Emirates NBA Cup continues on NBA.
Sub in for Gallinari. Time call here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
You know, guys, Dallas kind of gets slept on in terms of playoff action because they've been so disappointed in recent years, but they worked hard all season, and the hard work has its reward.
Great perspective. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Yes, Kevin, over that break, I was able to catch the message George Paul was giving to his team. He doesn't think they've been giving it their all, saying they've been quicker to every loose ball. We gotta wake up. The game's slipping away, and we're letting it happen. We have got to take control of this thing. We'll see if he lit a fire under him, guys.
Plug back to Dallas. They weren't really talked about as a contender, and some even had them losing to Portland in the first round. And Steve, that Los Angeles upset, that sweep got everybody's attention.
Sure did. They took the first two games in L.A., then they blew out the Lakers in Game 4 to finish off the sweep. Just an incredible series. And I think that was the series that was the springboard for Dallas into the finals and past the Miami Heat. When they beat the Lakers, Dallas knew they could win the whole thing.
Plenty of daylight on that shot.
That's 9 straight points coming off 3 3-pointers. The defense just getting shelled.
Steve, the threes are killing them. I think they've got to find a way to chase them off the three-point line.
Here's Miller. Wide open shot is on the money. Miller's got 5 points in the quarter.
Oh, I like the fluidity I'm seeing from them on offense. It's a thing of beauty. Fun to watch.
They're moving the ball well, finding the open man, making that extra pass. They're playing very unselfishly right now.
Big group substitution here for Denver. Kenyon Martin is checked in for Harrington. Molinari comes in for Gary Forbes. Aaron Aflalo, who's checked in for Corey Brewer. And it's Lawson in for Andre Miller. Free throw good, Stojakovic.
And for the Dallas Mavericks, what a godsend Peja Stojakovic was last season. I mean, they lost Caron Butler for the season to a knee injury, but he signed with them late in the season, and Stojakovic really came up big.
Here's Nene. He goes up. That one falls, coming off Lawson's feet. Lawson's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one.
Well, you talk about Peja Stojakovic, guys. He's been slowed down recently by back injuries, but he did a decent job defensively for the Mavs. And I thought he fit that role perfectly for them, made some big shots for them in the playoffs, gave them a lift, and even though he didn't play much of a role in the Miami series, he earned that ring of his.
And here's a follow for 3. That's good. Aflalo's got 12 points in just the second half.
That's his second three-pointer of the half and his 3rd overall.
Here's Lawson moving the ball well. Pushes up. Drops in the layup for 2.
Turnover problems for them, and they just look lackluster out there.
Yeah, sometimes you have off games, but you always have to bring the effort, and I'm not sure I'm seeing that right now. They have really executed well here offensively.
Well, it's going to take a major catastrophe, a colossal collapse, for them to not walk away with the win.
1:41 left to play here in the 4th. Carter is it to Nowitzki over Nene, and there's Dirk Nowitzki on the assist by Carter. 29 points for Nowitzki. Top of the key, again the Nuggets score.
You know, he's always been like a bad window washer, a streaky shooter. I mean, he's definitely in one of those grooves right now.
Picked up by Nene. Now Nowitzki. Shot clock at 5. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Vince Carter the bucket on the assist by Nowitzki. 26 points for Vince Carter. Time call here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 17. 1:02 left in the game. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Lamar Odom is checked in for Peyton. Stojakovic. And it's Marion in for Deshaun Stevenson. Here's Aflalo. Now off the inbound. And he lays it up and in.
Well, I think he's really willing his team on. Now, he's carrying them. He's doing it off. He's yet to miss a shot.
From about 16, Vince Carter the bucket on the assist by Nowitzki.
I think that may do it here. They're trying to put the nail in the coffin.
Well, just adding to the lead as we approach the final buzzer.
Jumps up. Aflalo, that's good.
Now, they probably needed more of this earlier, guys. I don't think there's enough time left to get back into the game.
Guys, this is really a case of too little too late, but at least it gives them something to work off of going into the next game.
Well, they've looked good here tonight, and now they are coasting to the finish line.
Steve, just a matter of time right now.
Lawson kicks to the net. Odom on him. The jump hook. Shot is blocked. And he recovers it. And the shot's good from Nene. 23 seconds left to play in the final quarter. They rule this one goaltending. Count the shot.
Looks like this one's over. They really played well tonight.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, we can take it out of the oven. This game is cooked.
Yeah, looks like this one's out of reach.
Yep, just a matter of the clock running out.
The shot's good from Austin. Here's Carter. Over Martin. That's good for Nowitzki. And the assist by Carter. 33 points for Nowitzki. And here's Lawson. Goes up. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. And he makes the free throw. And the Mavericks call time here. They're winning by 14. 3 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
It's almost like they're rubbing it in a little bit with this timeout, guys.
Yeah, not really much to talk about. Let's get the game over and move on.
Here's Carter. Nails it. And the Mavericks lead by 16. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. Some days, Clark, everything goes right for a team, and they just had one of those games.
Yeah, it certainly was. I mean, these guys played a great all-around basketball game here.
Well, it's time to say so long. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew thanking you for tuning in. Now it's time to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Dirk Nowitzki.
Thank you guys for watching, and let's check out. We're gonna check it. The NBA Cup schedule is going continues. Let's check out on November NBA Cup. The NBA Cup continues. What we have here in the first game. We're off to the Miami, Florida. The Miami Heat will make a 2K12 2024 season debut to take on the Milwaukee Bucks. And LeBron James is gonna use the interesting with Dwayne Wade. It's gonna be a good one. The Heat's gonna destroy the Bucks. And then the second game, we have another fierce Pacific rivalry between the Phoenix Suns will host the Los Angeles Lakers. It's gonna be a great matchup with Kobe and Steve Nash will meet again for just the second time this season. Don't forget, tomorrow we'll have a Thursday Night Football Week 12 matchup features the AFC North rivalry, the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. That should do it for now. This is Andre Kenshin. Reminder, we'll have a doubleheader for you on Saturday night. The first game in Miami, we have the Bucks take on the Heat. Then the second game, we're off to Arizona, the Lakers and the Suns. That should do it. That will do it. This is Andre Kenshin. We'll see you next Saturday for the 2K12 simulation of the 2025 season. Sign up and peace out. Good night and thanks for everyone. Thanks for coming. And peace out. That's the end of the 2K12 the Mavericks Nuggets. So now, farewell and thanks for watching. Till the next time. Take care. Good night and peace.